Welcome to Q&A, Social Security Disability Today. This program is brought to you by the Reeves Law Firm, representing you and your Social Security and disability needs. If you have a problem or questions regarding Social Security and disability, call attorney Anthony Reeves. Here's your host, attorney Anthony Reeves.
For those of you who have been following the videos, I'm talking to you now about the new all evidence rules. As I've told you about the video, based on the video that I did a couple of days ago, which I believe in this instance will be May 4th. Make sure I get my dates right. Yep, May 4th. I talked about the new and recent change where the Social Security Administration is now requiring you to provide information about all evidence relating to your claim for disability benefits. Now, some of you may actually have a representative, and I would strongly encourage you to contact your representative to get an understanding of what their responsibilities are. But the regulations is very clear that it says that the representative must help the claimant get this information. Now, there are going to be people out there that are going to perceive this as different ways. Some of them are going to say, well, that's saying that my rep's got to pay for my medical records for you. And that's not exactly what it says. What it is that the representative has a responsibility to help you get those records, and they can do it in a couple of ways. One, if you're at the hearing level, they have access to your file, so they can tell you what medical records that are there and what medical records are missing. They can tell you, they can ask you to tell them what doctors are actually you're going to see. They can help you update those files. They can tell you specifically what you need to go get, or they can request those records for you. In the event that they are unable to get those records on your behalf and you are unable, they could bring to Social Security's attention those records that are currently outstanding, what those records are, and why they're important to your claim for disability benefits. More importantly, if you go to a hearing, one of the things that the judge will, you're going to see this a lot, the judge is going to basically say, is going to reiterate this rule. You have a responsibility to provide all evidence in its entirety to the Social Security Administration related to your claim for disability benefits, and your representative must help you do so. I always tell people, because I've had a couple people call me about this, and I've told them, I said, here's what you need to understand. What this basically, the rule is, and there's reps all over the country, and anytime you have a new rule, everybody's going to have kind of their interpretation with regards to how it's going to be implemented. Now, the nice thing about the rule is that it went through various rulemaking, so that there's various comments that kind of articulate the purposes behind these rules, and what evidence you don't have to provide because it's privilege and for purposes of attorney-client privilege, whatever the case may be. And usually what ends up happening is that invariably something's going to happen, somebody's going to do something a little different, and they're going to challenge this in court, and meaning outside of Social Security in federal court, to get a better clarification if there's any type of confusion. But here's all you really need to know. If you have a representative, they're required to help you get those records. That help could be identifying those, helping you identify which records you need to submit. It could also mean requesting those records. It could also mean notifying Social Security as to which records they're having difficulty in obtaining, and requesting assistance from the government in obtaining those records. In any event, it's important to remember, if you have a representative now, effective April 20th, 2015, it is very important that you take the time to go speak to your representative to get an understanding as to what this whole all evidence rule will relate to you and what they're prepared to do to help you satisfy that criteria.